Okay, let's continue our session now. Okay, in this question, you can see some buildings have green walls or plants that are growing vertically on the walls. They have lower indoor temperatures than buildings without green walls. So you highlight this section. Okay, they have lower indoor temperatures than buildings without green walls. So there's a comparison here. This one has green walls. Okay, this part. So there are a lot of green plants over here. Okay, this part. They're covered with green plants. Whereas on the other side, they do not have green plants. Okay, on the other one. So the other one is actually, what color is that? Maybe like gray color. Yeah. So this part, okay. They do not have green plants. Okay, so that's why the indoor temperature of a building is lower when it has green walls. Okay, so because of that, you see the green plants, they act as an external layer like this. Like an animal have body covering, right? So the plants on a green wall absorb sunlight for photosynthesis, number one. And number two, they block the sunlight from heating up the building directly. So in fact, if you notice, there are some buildings in Singapore, they have this. One of them in the city is actually, as I mentioned, this part. You go to the Park Royal Collection near the Singapore River, and there's also an interesting hotel. It's called the Oasia Hotel. You can see this is the facade of the building over here, Oasia Hotel. There's so many greenery there. It's called the Oasia Hotel Downtown. And this building has won the award. You see, there are so many green plants surrounding the hotel. Yeah. So, and also some students have brought their family there with their family for staycation. They have a swimming pool, I think, on one of the high floor there. The swimming pool you can see over there, this part. Yeah. And this is a bird's eye view from the top. This is in the city center. You see these green plants over there. So there are some smaller animals in the ground. They may be able to climb up this part, like insects or arowana, yeah, to have a habitat. Even bird building their nest up in the building, the Oasia Hotel. Yeah. So it's a good place to visit, to study about greenery in modern city. Yeah. Okay, so we come back to these questions. Snakes may grow, but usually in the modern so-called city area may not have snake. Okay, yeah. And they try to hide themselves because snakes are cold-blooded. They do not like to be sunned by the direct sunlight. Maybe they climb at night. Okay, so these green buildings suggest two positive impacts. So one of them is because it's cooler, so they use less air conditioning. So you mentioned less air conditioning needed to cool the building, saving electricity. And also secondly, during photosynthesis, oxygen is given out for living organisms to respire. So basically, there are these two advantages. Okay, this part. Well, screenshot now and send to you shortly in the chat area. Snakes, yeah. Wow. Yeah, snake may be possible, but the likelihood is very low. Usually are small animals. Okay, next one. Interesting thing, as I told you, the 2005 haze has caused some issue in Singapore because the haze from Indonesia is coming to Singapore. So they say forest fire can cause the amount of smoke particles in the air to increase, resulting in haze. So that's how haze can affect the human respiratory system. Okay, this is quite common sense, right? Because of the huge amount of particles released from the burning of forests. Okay, this area of forest actually is called hotspots in Indonesia. So the smoke particles in the air can enter our lungs through the nose and cause respiratory problems. And state another way in which haze can affect humans. Okay, because of haze, they can cause low visibility to pilot, endangering the landing and taking off of aeroplane. So this actually leads to many flights being cancelled. So in fact, during the 2015 haze has affected Singapore's tourist industry, because the haze actually deter many tourists from coming to Singapore. They do not want to come to Singapore to breathe in, to suffer any respiratory issue. So that's why during that time, many of us are suffering. So some creative people, they design or make or compose or produce this haze song to show some unhappiness to our Indonesian friends over there. So I hope that maybe this song can give you some inspiration of how bad the haze was. Okay, so now I try to retrieve the video and show you this comical haze song.
Feeling sensitivity?
Try the new. You can try to see or imagine how bad the haze was. Okay, so now I screen share this and sit back and relax. The haze song.
Hey bro, want go lepak outside ah?
Haze bro,
Oh yeah ho.
Haze bro.
Okay.
Haze has come, so we have to stay home.
What piang eh?
Haze, here got haze, they got haze everywhere. There is haze, smelly haze, bro. Haze has come, so we have to stay home.
Walao eh, don't want say don't want lah.
This morning I wanted to go for a run. Haze has come, so we have to stay home. Open the door, I couldn't see the sun. Haze has come, so we have to go home. Bushfires in Kalimantan and Sumatra. Come on, buddy, don't pretend you don't know. Malaysians and Singaporeans all kena asthma. Kids are sad because schools are closed. Wearing face mask, gas mask are not enough. Wear N95 and not the surgical mask. Singapore and Malaysia all them best up. We know where it's from, so please don't make don't know. Haze, stop this haze, bro. Stop their fires, we know you can, bro. Haze, stop the fire, save the earth, let us refresh and roast by this haze song. Every year their farmers burning all their crops. No one stops them, so the burning goes on. They love to burn it when the wind blows north. Then it goes to Malaysia and Singapore. The API is ridiculous.
API is Air Pollution Index.
Our eyes are burning and our throats are sore. Even animals are getting cancer. Their homes are on fire, they got nowhere to go. Me said they Hey, stop the burning light, stop this haze nonsense. Every year we kena. Hey, even my roti canai now tastes like smoke, you know. Stop it, please. Stop it, please. Stop this haze nonsense, please. Even the birds are having cancer, please. Stop it, alright? Stop it, please. Last time I'm telling you nicely. It's people, I tell you. No manners.
Hey bro, when did you become an Indian uncle? Hi, never mind lah. Next time though, God just say lah. Don't waste people's time. Sing, sing, sing. Sing your head lah.
Okay, so that is a haze song. So hopefully you can get some inspiration how bad the haze was, right? Even animal can get cancer. Okay, so this part, coming back, hopefully the song give you some enlightenment, some Joy. Okay. Explain how forest fire can cause increase in temperature. Okay, for this one, you need to understand that carbon dioxide has a property that traps heat. Okay, yeah. Okay, I send you a video link later. Okay, search YouTube, just search Haze song. Okay, so during fire, more carbon dioxide is released. Okay, so you can write down that this part where I copy the link for those people who are interested to find out the Haze song. Okay, coming back here. So I send to the link the Haze song. Okay, so during forest fire, more carbon dioxide is released. Carbon dioxide traps heat, leading to increased temperatures of the earth. Okay, or on the earth, if you might like it. Okay, so this part, I listen to Haze song. The chat here, send to everybody. Okay, next question. Question 20. Okay, I'd like to annotate this part to show the river flow. So the river flow from the north to this part down. So the direction of flow is this way. Okay, and you notice there's a factory here that releases a waste material. So you think of this factory over here is discharging, right, waste material into the river. So I pointed this black arrow here. And the vegetable also, they discharge what? Okay, both the factory and vegetable farm release waste material in the river. So they collect sample from 4 different locations: W, X, Y, and Z. So before even you do the questions, right, you will have in your mind that this position X, right, will have the highest amount of pollutant, and position W will have the least. Why least? Because it's from the upstream, it's not polluted. So the chemical waste will not flow backwards. Okay, so W will have the least, X will have the most. So take note of this. Then this will help you answer the questions which shows here. So they use a data logger. So the torch fire the light through here, right? Okay. If the water has a lot of pollutant, the index recorded will be lower, the light intensity recorded. So you see amount of light pass through, right? These are the sample units. So they have sample 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I put here worst. Okay, worst means least light pass through, only 80, 86, and 77 units. So we will know that this one, the sample 2, right, should be from W. So actually you can annotate this is W here. Okay. And then the least polluted has highest amount of light intensity. That will be, sorry, I put wrongly. Least, the worst is not W, is which one? If you look at here, worst is X, sorry. So you put an X here. Okay. Least is W. Okay. So you transfer the answer below. So sample 3 is W and X. So these two must get it correct. Okay, because the sample Y and Z, because they split, you see. So these two will have 2 possible answers. Okay, if you put Y on top, you put Z below. If you put Z on top, you put Y below, alternate. So 2 possible answers. Okay, then state 2 negative impacts of the factories and vegetable farms on the river. So you just mentioned that the waste materials from the factory and vegetable farm make the water in the river or cause the water in the river to be unsafe for use. Okay, cause the water in the river unsafe for use. And then you can say the waste materials harm the organisms in the river. So both possible answer. So again, on this part, I'll screenshot and send to you now. Okay, next question. Properties of carbon dioxide. So you know two properties, traps heat and when dissolved in water is acidic. Okay, acidic, so you state the two properties of carbon dioxide. It traps heat and when dissolved in water is acidic. Okay, global warming, you can see the YouTube yourself because due to time shortage, I will not play. So you can see over the years, right, from 1970 to 2010, the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere has increased. Explain how the change in amount of carbon dioxide in the air shown in the graph leads to global warming. Okay, because the property of carbon dioxide causes global warming. Because more carbon dioxide means more heat is being trapped. So you mentioned this part. As the amount of carbon dioxide in the air increases, more heat is trapped, and the temperature on Earth increases, leading to global warming. Okay, GW is global warming. I put shortcut. Okay, next, part B. Polar bear lives on sea ice and hunt for prey which are found under the sea ice. In recent years, polar bears are found to be skinnier, while the population has been decreasing. So skinnier means they eat less food, right? Or maybe they exercise more. Because if you exercise more, you also lose weight. Okay, you know why exercise more? Because they got less sea ice to cling on to drift along. They have to swim more often, so they use more calorie. They lose weight. Okay, so that's how this is caused by global warming. Okay, because you mentioned global warming causes sea ice to melt. This leads to fewer places for the polar bear to catch prey. Thus, they become skinnier and decreasing in population. Okay, yeah. This is caused by, okay, maybe this part I can end. To catch prey. Thus, they have lesser sea ice to stay afloat. Causing them to swim longer distances. Longer distances. Losing weight. And then also they're decreasing, right? They die more easily. Okay. To catch prey and reproduce. Okay, we put harsher condition. How's the harsher condition? Harsher condition to stay alive. That's why causing the population to drop. Because they need to struggle more, no? Because less places to cling on the sea ice, right? So they say this leads to fewer places for the polar bear. PB is polar bear, as spelled. To catch prey. Thus, they have lesser sea ice to stay afloat, causing them to swim longer distances, losing weight, harsher conditions to stay alive. Okay, next, suggest one action that help to control global warming. Either you reduce use of fossil fuel, because you burn fossil fuel, more carbon dioxide release. Reduce deforestation. Yeah, more trees available will absorb more carbon dioxide. Okay, so this part, screenshot everything. Okay, I screenshot this and send to everybody. North Pole and lose weight, possible, because those people there, they, in cold country, they burn more calories to keep their body warm. So that's why people living in Arctic, right? They eat more. Yeah, this is the question I talked about earlier, right? You don't eat the video. The bird that eats the poisonous thing, right, get lodged inside. So the plastic, right? Okay. So this question is actually a food chain. So if you draw the food chain, A is eaten by B, right? Right? B is eaten by D. Similarly, A also eaten by C, and C eaten by D. So no, notice the two poisonous thing here and 2 become 4. 2 plus 2 become 4. So now they ask you, explain why the greatest amount of microplastic is found in organism D. So the answer is this part. Okay. The microplastics in organism B and C are transferred to organism D when organism D feeds on organism B and C. So this answer for this. Okay, next, suggest why microplastics are not found in organism A. Because A is a producer, is a plant, its roots are unable to absorb microplastic in water. Okay, if you look here, did they say here? Okay. Okay, because it's a plant. Okay, its roots are unable to absorb microplastic in the water. Okay, because they say they enter the body, there's a clue here. They enter the bodies of the organism when taken in. That means when you eat. But the roots don't eat. The roots absorb the water only. So they are not absorbed. They can't absorb the microplastic. Yeah. Okay, the last one. Question, this is 20, right? Okay. Okay, part B, part C. Okay, part C, you try to answer. If population of organism D decrease, this one decrease, right? So you can annotate here. If D drop, right? D, if organism D decrease, explain what will happen to population of A. So if D drop, right? This one will go out, right? Correct? So you can annotate. This one also go out, right? Okay, so these two go up, so A will drop. Okay, so the population of A would drop. So they explain. So there'll be fewer consumer feeding on. Okay, that means the D is a predator. So D is a predator. So there are fewer predators feeding on B and C. So the population of B and C will increase. So when more B and C feeds on A, population of A will decrease. Okay, this one I will write it here for you, this part. Okay, fewer predators D will feed on B and C, and the population of organism B and C thus will increase. When more organism B and C feeds on A, population of organism will decrease. Okay, so this part. Okay, so this is for this part. Okay, I will screenshot this thing and send to you shortly, everyone. Okay, so I have finished discuss this question. On this, I would get ready for the second worksheet. So cancel this. Stop recording.